All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. We had two trades today. We had one break even, and then we ended up taking a small winning trade, literally just a one-to-one. Here are the executions right here. This was the break even, and then this was the winning trade. So coming into the day today, I was willing to trade like either way. Personally, I thought we would honestly run the data highs because we had 8:30 news. We had this massive data high, but also we had that, if you guys remember in PM session yesterday, we had that massive run to the upside. So I was like, okay, maybe we can see shorts to rebalance this kind of push up. I did not expect us to dump this aggressively. So anyway, market opens up. We initially, get that quick 9:30 manipulation up. There was a chance for shorts. I just didn't take it. From there, we dumped down 700 points. And as you can see, NQ fails to take out previous day low. Well, looking at ES comes down and sweeps previous day low. Therefore, we have a potential bullish SMT. From there, I was like, okay, let's wait for this 30-minute gap to open up because this 30-minute gap was opening up at 10:30, and I was like, okay, if we get confirmation for here or we trade through it, we can look for longs back to the upside. But if we, can respect it, we could potentially see a low resistance liquidity run and catch a quick short, right? So 10:30, well, first of all, 10 a.m. manipulates up, okay, and then 10:15 manipulates up, and then 10:30. Where was 10:30? 10:30 manipulates up. So I'm looking at this. We want to see an open high, low close, or just potentially a run of this low resistance sell side right here. So you can see at this point, we're delivering off this 30-minute gap. And at the same time, ES is also delivering off a 30-minute gap. So if we go to ES is also delivering off a 30-minute. They both have low resistance liquidity below. And at the same time, they both inverse this 1-minute gap with nice displacement. So at this point, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, maybe we got manipulation up. We opened high at 10:30. I want to see potentially a run of this low resistance. I was not going to be greedy. I was literally just looking for like a 1 to 1.5, 1 to 1, maybe even at this low. I think I would have got a 1 to 1. But anything like that, I was just looking for a low resistance liquidity run. So I take this here, 1-minute inversion, delivering off this 30-minute low resistance below. We accumulated, we manipulated. I'm looking to see distribution lower. So we almost get stopped out. Luckily, I was literally contemplating closing the trade to just save myself a little bit extra money, but I figured it wasn't worth it. So I just let it run. Thankfully, I did. Price ends up coming back down, we end up flushing down, and then I go break even. I'll show you the candle I go break even on. I didn't go break even here. I go break even on this candle. Reason why, we get a strong bearish close below this internal low, and at this point we look at ES. ES came down a little bit further, but it still has those draws lower. So I'm thinking at this point, price should flush. If we're right, there's no reason it should retrace on us. It should just flush this low, and then I can get out at this low or whatever. But as you can see, boom, we get break even, and luckily we did because it would have saved us from a stop out. So we take the break even on that trade. Did I show the executions or? Yeah, anyway, they're all in here regardless. But anyway, from there, what happens is we remanipulate back into the 30-minute gap. And at this point, this was on my Apex stack. I got off them after this just because I didn't want to risk it. I need 2 more winning days and I didn't want to screw it up. So from here, I hopped onto some Alpha Zeros and I was like, okay, let me try this out because I could just try to secure a winning day on those instead. And it's a little bit less stressful, less accounts, and like, you know what I mean? Like at Apex, I'm going for a bigger payout. So basically, we remanipulate back into that 30-minute gap, and we're still failing to push higher. So at this point, I was willing to get a little bit more aggressive on this, and I seen that price kept holding this 3-minute gap right here. So as soon as we close below it with a strong displacing close, this was on the 1109 candle. Keep in mind, 11 a.m. manipulated up as well. We're delivering off a 30-minute gap. I'm expecting price to potentially just run this low resistance liquidity. That's literally all I was looking for, was this low resistance liquidity run. I was not looking for a full reversal all the way down to here. I was just trying to catch the low resistance liquidity. So we get this 3-minute inverse. It's not really a quality inverse because of how many times, it did fail, obviously. To inverse, it took multiple candles, but the whole thing is we're breaking out of this zone. We look at ES. ES is displacing lower, strong bearish close. I think that ES could pull down to here, or at least to here, which would pull NQ down with it. We can at least get break even. So I take my entry rate here. My break even was, where was my break even? My break even was down here because like I was literally going for a 1-to-1. Like my entry was literally a perfect 1-to-1. I had my stop basically. All I was looking to do was target this low. Where is it? This low, like right here, was my exit. So I was literally I was just looking for a 1-to-1. So I ran my stop pretty much above the midpoint of this candle right here. I literally had like a perfect 1-to-1 marked out, whatever it was exactly. I have to go back and check. But regardless, we break out of this zone. We get this 3-minute inversion. I just hold this down. Boom, we hit TP. I go break even. I think it was maybe on this wick right here. I went break even after we closed through that. Take the 1-to-1. And as you can see from there, what happened is we're just kind of consolidating. So that's pretty much it, guys. Basically, we dumped down off market open. I'm looking for a continuation off this 30-minute to basically just see this LR get run. First entry, we take the 1 minute. This was in line with the 10 a.m. manipulating up. 10:30 manipulates up. I'm just looking to see this get run. 1 minute inversion. Break even there. It is what it is. From there, we remanipulate back above the highs. We wait. 11 a.m. opens up, volume kicks in, we get a 3-minute inverse to the downside, nice displacement on NQ and ES, literally just went for the 1-to-1, and that was it. So anyway, that's it for me, guys. Nothing else really quality today at all, unless you just got in at the top. There was really no continuations or anything, unless, like, I don't know, I didn't really see anything. There was this 2-minute continuation here, but I wasn't going to bother taking that. So anyway, that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.